What's up, everybody? Friday night, we got 6 games on the schedule. Let's check them all out, guys. See if we can make some money. Let's go. Up first, we got the Wizards in Orlando taking on the Magic. Magic 11-point home favorites. I also had them favored by 11. Washington 3-15 on the year. 1 win in their last 5 games, and that came against the Detroit Pistons. Giving up a ton of points, guys. 139 in their last one against Orlando, 19-point beatdown. Before that, against the Hawks, 136. Before that, against Milwaukee, 131. Kyle Kuzma pretty much said it best right here. Let me show you what he said after the last game against the Magic. We can't guard a stop sign. At least he's honest, right? That's something good. Having some self-awareness. Well, the Magic, guys, they are 13-5 on the year. 8-game winning streak. The team is balling out. Complete mismatch here, guys. 11 points. I don't know if the bookies could have given a higher number than this. We can only go with Orlando in this game. I'm going to take him here with the minus 11. The over-under is pretty high. Chances are it goes over once again, but Orlando might pick in this game. Up next, Philly and Boston taking on the Celtics. Celtics 6-point home favorites. I had them favored by 6.5. Philly 12-6 on the year, 4th place in the East. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games. Their last one against the Pelicans on the road, 10-point loss. Wasn't as close as that final score indicates. The Pelicans blew that game open early and kept the Sixers at a distance. In that game, guys, last minute, the Sixers held out Joel Embiid with an illness. Some sketchy shit going on with the injury report, guys. We always got to be careful with that. I always preach, wait until last minute to put in your bets in. He wasn't even listed as questionable all day, and it was an illness. Like, didn't they know he was sick earlier in the day? See, we do have to be careful with this injury report, guys. Tonight, he's listed as questionable. Once again, this line, though, does indicate that he probably will play. We do have to check his status, though. The Celtics, 6-point favorites, 14-4 overall, 1st place in the East. 3 wins in their last 5 games, 2-game winning streak, both games at home. The Celtics, perfect 8-0 in Boston Garden. This game, guys, of course, Celtics the favorites in this game. Still, we don't know about Joel Embiid. So it is tough to pick a side here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with a play on the total. I'm going to take the under here, 224.5. If you look at the Celtics last couple of games, they held their opponents to just 103. The Hawks to just 103 points, the high-scoring Atlanta Hawks, and the Bulls just scored 97. They're playing some defense. Sixers, guys, a little shaky, like we said. Looks like they are a bit of a downtrend. Just 2 wins in their last 5. I'm going to take the under 224.5 in this game until I get confirmation about Joel Embiid being in and out. Now I might make a decision on a side play here later on. But for now, the under 224.5 my pick in this game. Up next, Memphis and Dallas taking on the Mavs. Mavs 10-point home favorites, have them favored by 9. The Memphis Grizzlies 4-13 on the year, snapped a big losing streak in their last one against the Utah Jazz, 105-91 in that game. On the injury report, we know they got a bunch of players out. Xavier Tillman listed as questionable. If he gets back, he should help the cause down on the blocks. Let's check his status before game time. The Dallas Mavs, 10-point home favorites. They are 11-6 on the year. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games. You can call that a downtrend, even though they have won 2 out of their last 3. The last one against the Rockets, 6-point win at home, where it was a bit of a struggle, guys, but they did get the job done. Now, 10-point favorites, guys, Dallas. I don't know what the ATS numbers are for Dallas when they're big favorites, but just an empirical assessment. I know they don't cover a lot of spreads when they get big numbers at home, so let's follow that trend a bit. I'm going to take Memphis here with the plus 10, even though, guys, this is a very, very ugly game, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Grizzlies even got blown out here. But 10 points, guys. Dallas at home, a little shaky. Let's take Memphis here with the points. Up next, we got the Knicks in Toronto taking on the Raptors. Raptors 2-point home favorites. I also had them favored by 2. The New York Knicks 11-7 on the year, 3 wins in their last 5 games. They were on a 4-game homestand, picked up 3 wins in those 4 games, and they were in action last night against the Pistons. Just a 6-point win for the Knicks. They played down to the competition. They were 14.5-point favorites. Did not cover the spread, obviously, but they did get the win. On the injury report, nothing to report here. Everyone should be available. The Knicks, second night of a back-to-back. Toronto, 2-point home favorites. They are 9-10 on the year. 3 wins in their last 5 games. Snapped the 2-game losing streak with a very impressive win in their last one against the Suns, 112-105. Was impressive because the Suns were playing with both Kevin Durant and Booker in the lineup. Nice win for the Raptors. Now in this game, guys, the Knicks, of course, second night of back-to-back. Did not have an easy game against the Pistons yesterday. The Raptors rested, playing pretty well, coming off that win against Phoenix. This is a short line, guys. The Knicks, very good home team. This year, 5-4. Last year, one of the best in the league. I don't think this back-to-back spot will be an issue for the Knicks. I think they also might have picked up some rhythm late in that game. Could carry this over into this game against Toronto. I'm going to take the Knicks here with the +2. I'm just not sold on the Raptors, guys. 9-10. I think that's where they are, a 500 ball club. The Knicks, much more quality on their squad. Let's take the Knicks here with the +2. Up next, we got the Spurs in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. Pelicans 12.5-point home favorites. I had them favored by 12. The Spurs 3-15 on the year, 13-game losing streak. They were in action last night. 2-point loss against the Hawks. Played pretty well overall, but at the end, Trae Young did them in. He put 45 on them. 2-point win for the Hawks yesterday. San Antonio Spurs, guys, one thing I don't understand about that old guy, Coach Pop. They're paying Devin Vassell over $30 million a year, and he's got him coming off the bench. I really don't understand. They're running Jeremy Sohan as a point, and they're bringing Devin Vassell in off the bench. He had 25 yesterday off the bench. I really don't understand this guy unless he's tanking from now, looking for a pick for next year. I don't know, guys. Things look a little strange in San Antonio. The New Orleans Pelicans, guys, they are 10-9 on the year. 3 wins in their last 5 games. Big win in their last one against the Sixers at home. 10-point win. The game wasn't even that close. They took a big lead early on, held it on throughout. 10-point win for the Pelicans. C.J. McCollum came back into that game, expected to play again today. They're also going to be getting Trey Murphy back. He's been out for a while. He had a torn meniscus in his knee. Did his rehab. Looks like he's on pace to play tonight. Larry Nance, a rotation player off the bench, re-aggravated a rib injury. He's going to be gone long-term, 4 to 6 weeks. Alvarado, the backup point, listed as questionable with an ankle sprain. Now in this game, guys, San Antonio Spurs, second night of back-to-back, taking on rested Pelicans that are getting Trey Murphy back. Looks like a mismatch on paper, and it probably is. Victor Wembanyama also listed as questionable. He was listed as questionable yesterday, ended up playing again tonight. On paper, guys, this looks like a blowout. The Pelicans, of course, it is possible. We have seen it a lot this year where teams play down to the competition. It could happen. But, guys, it's very tough to pick a side here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a play on the total. I'm going to take the over 236.5 in this game. The Spurs, no defense in their last couple. They've given up a ton of points. They've given up 132 to the Nuggets, and last night 137 to the Hawks. Pelicans can put the ball in the basket. Spurs can also score. They just give up a ton. Let's go with the over 236.5 in this game. And in our last game of the night, we got the Nuggets in Phoenix taking on the Suns. Nuggets 2.5-point road favorites. I had them as 2-point dogs. Let's check out what's going on with these teams and see why the number is where it is. The Nuggets, 13-6 on the year, second place in the West, 9-0 at home, just 4-6 on the road. Similar pattern to last year, guys, where they were dominant at home, weak on the road, sub 500. The same case so far early in this season. In their last game, guys, they did get Jamal Murray back. He was out for a while with a hamstring injury. Came back, tweaked his ankle against the Rockets, listed as questionable for tonight. Not the same injury that kept him out for so long. Also on the injury report, we see Aaron Gordon. He's missed the team's last couple, listed as questionable for tonight. Obviously, 2 starters, we've got to check their status. The Suns, 2.5-point home dogs. They got their winning streak snapped in their last game of the road trip. They were on a 4-game trip, won 3 of those 4 games, dropped the last one in Toronto. Kevin Durant came back in that game. He had missed the team's last few. The Suns, guys, have been struggling with injuries to start this year. Booker has missed a ton. Bradley Beal has only played in like 2-3 games. Durant has missed some. They have not been together so far, the big 3 this year, but the Suns holding up pretty well, 11-7. Now in this game, guys, Devin Booker listed as questionable. He tweaked his ankle against the Raptors. He didn't play well overall. I don't think it was because he tweaked his ankle. He was playing poorly before that, but I did see him on the bench. He was doing some exercises trying to keep his ankle warm. He did play through it. Now, did it balloon up on him overnight? This line kind of indicates that he might not play. I don't think the Suns would have been 2.5-point dogs at home if he was in. Nevertheless, he's listed as questionable. We got to follow his status. All the early money, guys, I think is going to go on Phoenix, though, with them catching points at home. Also, first game back from a road trip. Tricky spot. The Nuggets, I know they suck on the road, guys. This is a tough play, but I'm going to look to take Denver here with a play on the money line. We do have a lot of stuff going on in the injury report. Murray, Gordon, and Devin Booker on the other side. Grayson Allen's going to be coming back for Phoenix, which is good. But overall, guys, I'm going to take Denver here in this game, even though it does look like a very, very tough play. And these are my thoughts and my selections for each of these 6 games tonight. Friday, December the 1st, first day of the month. Let's have a good month, guys. Out of these 6 games, guys, I can say that I'm probably favoring a play towards the Nuggets here. But, of course, I got to see who's going to be in and who's going to be out. But my play of the day will probably be on Denver tonight. More though, an hour before tip-off, guys, I will post my best bet of the day down as a pinned comment and on my Twitter. As usual, I'd pick 'em NBA bets. Give me a follow there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck on your plays. And I will see you again in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Later.